What's up? I'm Captain Mel Asylum, and here's another sip of Galactic Tea. Severance. Severance. This show seems like it stemmed from a kid's idea of what that word means. Like, they just took it a little too literally and decided to come up with an entire idea from that, and I appreciate it a lot. I really do. I think the play on the word is fun to mess with. Also, it very much describes how people feel when they have to be a certain way at work and then come home and try to um, have a separate life outside of work, which makes more sense the other way around. I should have said that the other way around, because you desperately want to be who you are at work, but you can't, not truly. And this put a sci-fi twist on how that could be, how that could be enforced, because your job doesn't want you to really be a person. They just want you to be the thing that they need. It was very eerie to see those tiny little stupid ways that they try to humanize them a little bit. They appeal to their humanity in order to suck up to them, to get them to be more on board with what's going on. It's a creepiness that I can appreciate. It wasn't a scary creepy. It's just kind of like, I see that, and it makes me, I know how uncomfortable that is, because it's such a mundane, creepy thing that we all live through, right? I love the difference between the very sterile and blocky, plain interior and exterior of the building that they work in, where they don't remember who they are, to like the somewhat warm and cozy outside settings. It that stark difference just made everything for this. It seemed like it reminded me of like those old, like really artsy videos. I mean, movies where like they used to show like the old French ones, like in the 70s, where nothing made sense unless you knew what they were trying to portray, and the whole film was just an art piece, basically. That's what this looks like, especially when they're in the work office and a building with an actual story, with an actual thing that goes with it. It actually makes sense to us. There's no metaphorical making sense of the art and what does it mean to you? It's like, no, we actually have facts on what's going on. All right. I really appreciate watching them go through the process of trying to regain who they are. I think that works in real life too, but obviously not in the same way. We are always trying to regain who we are, and it seems futile because one, we're always changing, and two, we live in a society that doesn't want us to be happy. We can try, we can work at it, and we can be defiant and actually find our happiness while living in a world that expects us to simply be tools for everything else and be okay with it. We're supposed to just ignore it and be okay with it. And how much they destroy people's lives by doing this, which is a big spoiler. So I'm not going to go back into that. But the authority that the company feels like they have over these people when they agree to be a part of whatever they're doing is horrible. It's a violation of human rights, and it's in real life it's subtle, but in this one you don't even know what's happening after it's happened, and you don't. I don't know if they truly understand what they're agreeing to, even though they say they agree and they're agreeing to it. But I don't think they truly are agreeing to what they think they're agreeing to. They're not telling them the whole thing. They're not. But the theme of the whole thing was to find yourself and live as your true self. And they did. They went through a really long process of trying to figure that, or trying to express that. And that long process also included all the obstacles that get in the way of you being your real self. And then at the end, the end pissed me off. Anyone else get pissed off by the ending? I was kind of pissed off at the ending. And I understand why that happened. Kind of makes sense. Still don't feel right about it. Don't like it. So, yeah. That's going to be my discussion. This won't even review. These are not reviews. These are discussions, I think. All right. Severance. If you've gotten this far in this video, you may enjoy the Voices in Hyperspace, where me and some friends get together and talk about science fiction. I also have a book called Unrooting the System, available on Amazon. Go get yours. It's also on Unlimited, so if you want to read it for free, you can. And I would absolutely love to read your reviews and respond to them.